Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Fanny Crabs Talking About Stuff. I recently saw a video by this great YouTuber called Clown Puncher 139 or something like that. He makes good Batman videos and other kind of stuff. So if you're into Batman videos or other kind of stuff, check him out. But he made a video about something I feel very strongly about, which is people going around hating on things and calling them woke. And that ignited something in me. And I figured now is as good a time as ever to talk about it. It's really a good time, not just because he talked about it and it reminded me about it, but I'm home alone. So I had the choice for either jerking off for 8 hours or recording a video. You can probably see which one I did, both simultaneously. The video basically goes into how people calling things woke is a catch-all term for why they don't like something. If something has non-white characters, or a woman, or talks about being a good person, it's woke, and people hate things for that. And I really don't like whenever people say that. Not because I'm woke, which I am, but because it's such a baseless criticism. A lot of modern things, such as video game or movie remakes, people dislike. I can support that. You've seen my older videos. I don't think it's that much of a shock to know that I support people hating on remakes, but they're hating on them for all the wrong reasons. I remember when, say, the Silent Hill 2 remake came out. People did not like it, or at least when it got announced people didn't like it. I think everyone loves it now, but that's besides the point. A big reason was because the characters weren't as attractive or something like that as they were in the original game. I remember Angela, who, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but a very tragic character. People said they made her fat, and that the game was woke and bad. I'm not here to defend the Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't like that game, but being woke is not the reason you should hate the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's because it's soulless and runs bad, and because Konami's a bad company that you should not support anymore. Or, the Little Mermaid remake. People hated that because they made Ariandel, or whatever her name is, they made her black, and they said it was woke drivel garbage. Now, I don't like that movie, but I'm not gonna go around saying I don't like that movie, because the people who don't like that movie are just the most evil, repugnant, slimy, gross people you can think of. If someone says they don't like The Little Mermaid or Superman, I'm gonna assume they're one of those anti-woke freaks who can't think of anything other than the Great Replacement theory. I remember around 2 years ago, GTA 6 got its first trailer, and most people were excited. But a very specific group of people, you'll know them if you met them, said the game was trash and it was going to be woke. From the first fucking trailer of the game. Because you play as a beautiful Latinx goddess instead of a white gangster or a black gangster. First of all, there's a term we like to use for these people. They're called tourists. Yeah, a lot of these people, they're into anime. Whenever an anime fan doesn't like racism or homophobia, they like to call them tourists, which is odd, because I don't think most anime go around praising racism or homophobia. Maybe the racism part, but not homophobia. Definitely not homophobia. But these people are often tourists of the things they claim to enjoy. Say, I got into an argument with an Azumanga Daioh fan one time. Someone posted a picture of Osaka, Ayumu Kasuga, saying the raped, which is such a funny term they love to use. And someone commented, she would not say that. And someone replied, get filtered, tourist. You can guarantee that person has never read it, they've never watched it, they didn't even know about it until a year and a half ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, whatever, and they go around calling people tourists. I have watched the show and read the manga multiple times, I own multiple copies of it. I think I would know what Osaka would say. She would not go around calling people the raped. You're a tourist for even insinuating that. And a lot of GTA fans are tourists, you could say. People complained that the series had gone woke because you play as a babe. First of all, you can still play as a dude. His name is Jason Duval, I think, and Lucia Caminos. Second of all, GTA 2 on the goddamn Game Boy Color had a female protagonist. A lot of people don't know that. They haven't played GTA 2 on the Game Boy Color, but my friend and fellow YouTuber, Goofy and Fun-Loving Guy, and I both played it for years and months every day in school. We are both well aware that it has a female protagonist, and guess what? Did we go around closing our Vim's layer tabs because GTA had a woman in it? No, we ran around shooting people because the game is fun, and I can guarantee when GTA 6 comes out, it's gonna be fun. A big term people used back in 2016, around the time Trump won his first presidency, people would go around calling liberals and leftists snowflakes. And it's ironic they say that, because a lot of these people nowadays I would describe as snowflakes. The same exact people calling everyone else snowflakes in 2016, I don't think it's a stretch to call them snowflakes as well. You see, South Park, as of late, has garnered a reputation among right-wing people. A lot of them post clips of Eric Cartman, of all people, the guy that the show makes fun of because he's insane. They post clips of him talking about how there's Mexicans in his pool and he's pissed off about it. Or him leading his own little mini Hitler rallies. And they think, yep, South Park was pretty freaking based for this one. They don't realize they're being made fun of, and second of all, they love to go on about how the show makes fun of everyone, but its newest season has very explicitly been making fun of them, and they're not having it. These are the same people who say GTA 6 is going to be woke because it takes place in Florida, and they make fun of a lot of the crazy rednecks they have there. Newsflash, it's Florida. If you've been there, you would know that's pretty accurate to what Florida is. It's kind of hard to portray a character infested by the woke mind virus in a red state in the South with alligators everywhere. The same people who used to go on about how good GTA and South Park were for making fun of all types of people are the same people who are now quote-unquote boycotting the show and the game and everything else in between just because they made fun of some gut-busting, sister-fucking, beer-drinking, truck-driving redneck hick from the South. Whenever everyone else gets made fun of, it's fine. But when they get made fun of, it's woke and the people involved should be arrested for treason. People complaining about GTA being woke has always been funny to me. Because like I stated earlier, the series has always had, not always, GTA 2 wasn't the first game, but from the second game in the series, the port of which released in 2000, the series has had a female protagonist. Not only that, but San Andreas, one of the most popular and well-beloved GTA games, has a black protagonist. GTA 5, the second best-selling game in history, has a black protagonist. And guess what? Nearly every single black character in the series is a gangster. No one ever had a problem with that, but the second they have a person of color who's not a gangster, it's a problem. Same with how I know that GTA San Andreas had pride flags, but near all but one gay character in the entire series has been portrayed as really stereotypically being limp-wristed, walking around talking like this, and oh my god, your shoes are messed up. But no one ever complained about it. But then, in GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced, they removed some trans prostitutes, and suddenly, Rockstar's gone woke and sucks shit. A lot of people lost faith in Rockstar whenever Dan Houser left the company. And then he formed his own company. And that company made Mind's Eye. I don't think you should be worried about whatever Rockstar putting out being bad. Because it's probably going to be good. At the very least, better than Mind's Eye. This kind of got a little bit off topic. My topic of the video is that you are hating things for all the wrong reasons. The next time you see some shitty movie remake, and they replace the main character with a disabled black woman, don't hate it because it's woke. Watch the movie and then be like, oh wait, this is a soulless cash grab remake that replaces the original movie made with beautifully 2D hand-drawn animation with CGI. Or next time you see a remake of one of your favorite games ever, instead of saying, ugh, they're gonna add yellow paint, and they made the characters look ugly. Focus on the bigger issues, like the game's being boring, for example, or the voice acting being worse, or having achievements during the emotional climax of the game. I guess you can complain about yellow paint. But in the current sensitive climate, when I say sensitive, I mean right-wing sensitivity. You know, how you make fun of white people once they boycott your stuff and say it's woke. I don't think you could release a game like Deadly Premonition, the greatest game of all time, because one of the main characters, Thomas, is a little fruit. Okay? Look at that walk cycle. Look at that dress. Look at that tattoo. If this game came out nowadays, people would say, ugh, oh, the localization company clearly took some lines out of context for his character, and now he's a whatever sissy liberal. I truly believe that wouldn't happen. The fact of the matter is, a lot of things nowadays suck. And the fact that they are woke is not one of them. If you look back at most things you've enjoyed throughout your life, I think you'll come to find most of them are what you would consider woke. It's just that at the time you weren't part of some insane cult who looked at everything through the lens of political correctness and whether or not you can enjoy it because it has a black person in it or not. Games and movies have always been political. It's just no one cared about it until today, because now everything has to be some evil Nazi Hitler shit, or else you can't enjoy it because it's fucking woke and it's indoctrination, and I'm getting pissed off. So when GTA 6 comes out, if it sucks, it's not because woke, it's because it's soulless. And whenever the Silent Hill 1 remake comes out, it's gonna be soulless. That's why it's gonna suck. Not because it's woke, but because it's soulless. Same with the next 20 Disney remakes. They're all gonna be bad. Not because they're woke, but because they're soulless. That's really about all I had to say for this beautiful video. It's heavily unscripted, so it's probably gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be like that one guy on YouTube who makes videos about why North Korea is so crazy. That's 50 minutes long, and 40 minutes of the video is just him repeating the same point over and over again. Sorry for that, if my video ends up like that. And if not, which it won't because I'm perfect, like and subscribe. Join my Discord. If you're wondering what the background footage for most of this video has been, it's an upcoming challenge run I'm recording. It'll come out sometime in the next half year, I hope, before the end of 2025. And, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, roll the outro, I guess.